For this lecture, we're looking at section 5.5, dealing with graphing linear equalities in two variables. We start out with graphing one linear equality, okay? And we will advance into graphing multiple linear equalities and even some inequalities that are not linear. We'll graph circles and parabolas, okay? When you're graphing a linear inequality where you just have x and y and no exponents, you want to get y by itself, okay? So for this equation, I want to get y by itself. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. So now I have negative 3y is greater than or equal to negative 2x plus 6. Divide everything by negative 3 so I can get y by itself. But when I divide by a negative, I have to remember to flip my sign, okay? Once you've solved for y, you're going to graph it. If you think back to when we graphed lines, the number here that is added or subtracted is your y-intercept, or where it crosses the y-axis. So at negative 2. The number in front of x was our slope. So from negative 2, since it's a positive 2/3, we go up 2 over 3, and we can put another point. Now we're ready to draw the line. So when you're drawing the line, if you have less than or greater than, you want the line to be dotted. If it's equal to, you want the line to be solid. Sorry about that. After you draw the line, if you have less than or less than equal to, you're going to shade below the line. Greater than or greater than equal to, you want to shade above the line. Okay, so this is equal to, so it's a solid line, so I draw my line, and in my math lab, it will automatically draw the line for you. And then there's a bucket over there that you pick, and since it's less than, we want to shade below the line, and we're done. Okay, now this one is kind of nice because it's already solved for y for us, so we don't have to do that. But there's not a number on the end that tells me the y-intercept. If there's no number there, it's an understood 0. So going to my xy axis again, my y-intercept is 0. It's a negative 2/3 for my slope, so I go down 2 over 3. It's greater than, but not equal to, so this one is a dotted line. It's not solid. Greater than means shade above. Okay? Now this one, since you got x and y squared, this is not linear. Okay? But if you think back, when both x and y is squared, it's a circle. And the equation for the circle was x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals radius squared, where a center is at the HK, and a radius is the Earth. Now, this problem doesn't have anything in here with the H and for the H and the K. If there's not a number in there, it's an understood 0. And then ask yourself, what do you square to get 9? Okay, so now looking at this, and drawing my graph, my center is at 0, 0. My radius is 3. So from the center, I go up 3, down 3, right 3, and left 3, and I can draw my graph. Now, my equation is equal to, which means my circle is solid. Okay? It's less than, which means I shade inside. Greater than would be shading outside all around the circle. Okay? Now,